forced Rahul Gandhi to sign in Beijing. The Chinese know the value of a signature. Xi Jinping told Sonia Gandhi, your son will have to sign the document and you have to stand there and take a picture. Sonia Gandhi agreed, stood loyally there with Xi Jinping, and Rahul Gandhi was made to sign the document. And naturally, by consequence, the Chinese must be giving and taking something from the Vadra Congress in turn. There is nothing called a free lunch for the Chinese. The Chinese won't even give you a plate of chow mein for free. There is no free lunch for the Chinese. Remember that agreement which Sonia Gandhi made Rahul Gandhi sign. Remember that agreement is both anti-national and extra-constitutional. Anti-national because there is no legitimacy to the document and that should not have been signed by a ruling party in power. Extra-constitutional because Sonia Gandhi was in no legitimate position to make a commitment on behalf of the ruling party of India to the Chinese. So today, the desperate behavior of the Vadra Congress towards the China-funded BBC begs the question, what is the Vadra Congress getting in turn? Ladies and gentlemen, on the nation's sharpest opinion, let's debate.
Silent protests in Pune. Dharnas across the country. The Vadra Congress is outraged.
It's not surprising at all. If you have seen how this central government works in the last 9 years, it's very evident. Anybody who speaks against the government, their offices are raided. Any journalist who speaks up against you is either suppressed, threatened or made to resign.
They've thrown their complete weight behind the BBC.
कल जो इन्होंने बीबीसी के साथ किया, आपको क्या लगता है कि हम वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स में और बढ़ जाएंगे? इसमें हमारा रैंकिंग सुधर जाएगी? आज कह रहे हैं साहब विदेशी साजिश हो गई, पहले जाती एजेंसी, फिर जाते हैं अदानी जी, हो गया काम। तो मीडिया के साथ भी वही हो रहा है।
While others are protesting and questioning the China-funded BBC, it's protest versus protest over an IT survey. And the big question is, why is the Vadra Congress swearing allegiance to the colonial vestige? Let's debate.
Emma, let me start with a little bit of a nugget. You saw that fellow there who used to be secretary to Sheila Dikshit? Now is some kind of a spokesman for Vadra Congress, Pawan Khera?
Yes.
You saw him there, no? Shazia, you saw him there? Yeah, we all saw him there. Now, you know something? This fellow has filed a case against the Republic Media Network for its reporting. When we reported, when we put out a report on how an ancient temple was broken as part of some demolition drive in Rajasthan, this man went to the High Court in Rajasthan and filed a case against Republic Media Network to stop us from reporting and to get me arrested. And he's doing a press conference on media freedom. Hypocrites. And you saw the other Congress MLA there, you saw him there. Let me give you a nugget also, Samir. That a Congress politician said whenever anyone speaks against them, they are suppressed, threatened and made to resign. You know why the Vadra Congress is such a frustrated party? You know why they are a bunch of frustrated party, Pankaj? Because they tried to do it, but they couldn't suppress me. We won in Maharashtra. They couldn't threaten me. And nobody can make me resign. I no longer work for any group. So they're a frustrated party. I just wanted to give this context to show the hypocrisy of this party. Now, question is, Pankaj, why the desperation? Can you explain to MR and Shazia why so much desperation for the BBC? It's not for media freedom. Don't give me that rubbish. I know how much you stand for media freedom. I have personal experience. Having fought you and defeated you, I know. Don't give me the rubbish about media freedom. I know that. People know that. Now tell me the rest. What's the real intent?
Narendra Bhai Modi has been so appreciative of BBC for its objectivity and truth-telling. Now he is saying BBC is anti-India. So if you have facts that prove clandestine activities by BBC to purposely, designedly malign India, let the Prime Minister ask BBC to leave the country. Why are you thinking so much? You may call it a survey and not raid. You may tell that there is nothing abnormal in this action. Mr. Goswami.
But Mr. Sharma, my question is.
Please don't trivialize the debate.
No. Mr. Sharma, let Rishi Sunak cry for BBC. No, why is Rahul Baba crying?
See, Mr. Goswami, who has seen the tricks of the governments better than you have. Tell me, were your arrest by Mumbai police 2 years ago was to silence your voice, or it was in connection with the case related to the suicide of an architect and his mother?
I'll answer you. I'll answer you.
Has to do with
I'll answer you.
See,
I'll answer you, Pankaj. See, Pankaj, you asked a question. I'm going to really hit you back. You should listen to me. Don't panic. I am answering you. I am answering you. Pankaj, I am answering you. Pankaj, listen to me. I'll give a clear answer for you.
Imagine.
No, Shazia, let me answer him. He asked me something, Shazia. I must answer him. I must answer him. No, I must answer him, Shazia. Shazia, I must answer him. Let me answer him. Now, you listen to me and let me have everyone on air so I can explain this clearly to you. I have 3 points to make to you. 1. Justice Chandrachud, you should read his judgment. MR, after this, send a copy of the judgment in this case, where he said there is no prima facie case. How the hell could you have arrested him? In fact, after putting all the pressure, the district court did not give police custody. You people, you Congressies took advantage of some legal technicalities to keep me in jail for 2 weeks. I came out much stronger. That's a clear answer to you. Have you got an answer? Do you want a second one? Now, second one. Got an answer or you want a second one? Should I hit you a second time or once only?
Most of us took a stand in
No.
favor of you that
Now
time.
let me tell you. No. Now let me tell you. No. Now let me tell you. One minute. Now let me tell you, MR, let me tell you now. This same fellow, Sheila Dikshit's ex-secretary, who's now become some kind of a spokesman, Pawan Kheda, along with the great Ghulam Nabi Azad, along with the great, what is his name? Other superannuated fellow, Salman Rushdie or Khurshid? Salman Khurshid. Salman Khurshid. And 2 other of these non-entities from Congress, Rahul Baba told them, please do a press conference to attack Arnab and support the Pakistan government. You forgot, you hypocrites. You sided with Pakistan to attack me. Do you think I will ever forget or forgive you? Do you think people will forgive you, you frauds? You people put out 6 of your leaders to attack me in a press conference to support the Pakistan Foreign Ministry and Imran Khan, who had issued a statement against me. You frauds! I'll tell you, no. You people are such Mir Jafars. You people are such double-faced hypocrites. You joined hands with the enemy to attack me. You people with zero credibility. You are fighting for BBC. You are fighting for BBC. Go fight. You joined hands with Pakistan to attack. No, you tell me. No, Pankaj, 1 minute. आज नहीं छोड़ूंगा मैं. You tell me, MR, did they join hands with Pakistan to attack Republic or not? Did Rahul Baba tell them to do that or not?
Yes, Arnab.
Now they want to do this Rona Dhona for BBC.
Sir, have some shame, sir. Sir, please have some shame.
Media.
You are batting for the Congress. You never condemn the Congress.
No. I am not fighting for the Congress.
You are a pseudo Congress.
I feel like opening the lines tonight, yeah.
Sir,
please.
Sir, you are pseudo congressman.
Don't tell all this.
No, you are a.
Don't tell all this. Whatever you want to say about Congress,
sir,
please say. I am just saying.
I'm telling you.
Arey Baba, you forget.
This is
you're batting for the Congress day in day out.
By any
Why do you weep for
Sir,
the Congress?
I tell you one thing. I tell
Why
you
do
one
we report
thing.
the Congress?
It is like that other gentleman who leads
Why
a
don't you
faction.
condemn the Congress?
No, it's like the
Why
other
don't you say
gentleman now. MR.
No,
It's like that other gentleman who leads a small faction now. What's it called? Uddhav faction. Sushil, the Uddhav faction has been speaking for media freedom. In love with Sachin Wazir. In love with extortionists. Media freedom. My point is not with the issue. My point is who is speaking, Sushil. My point, Shazia, is do they have any right to speak for media freedom at all? That's my point. Vadras for BBC. Shazia is on the debate and Samir Kaul will follow. Everyone follows open debate. Now I'll keep quiet.
Let me give you just two instances.
So Arnab, I'm personally appalled to hear some of the things that are being said. I mean, to see express so much outrage for BBC. You call it boring, I call it biased. I mean, extremely biased, and that is not the point even. Notices have been given earlier. There is completely non-compliance. It is being surveyed, and look at the outrage. While there was none for you and so many whistleblowers, so many other journalists, and who are fighting day in and day out to give the correct story out there. But look at the outrage that we see here. That's one. Two, and most importantly, you know, I don't know which purpose it serves, because in your case, I remember very well what had happened. So, I mean, to be so, and you know, UPA government or Congress talks about it. You know, I myself, I was part of the Anna Hazare movement barely a decade back. And whether you talk to anybody who believed in Ramdev, you know, Andolan or Anna Hazare Andolan, where we were out on streets, or even Nirbhaya Andolan, I was part of these two. You know what happened? We were beaten up. An octogenarian Anna Hazare was thrown into the jail. And we don't have to go as far as even the emergency.
No, these people are such frauds, Shazia. I don't want to bring up my case, but I want to tell you. No, I want to tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. A little about 500 meters, 500 from this studio where I'm anchoring tonight. 500 meters from this studio. 500 meters, Karthik, from this studio. A little after midnight, when I was driving home, Congress leaders carried out an acid attack on me. I spent 10 hours that night trying to get a complaint filed, which they were not willing to file, and name the Congress leaders. And interestingly, Karthik, the Congress leaders owned responsibility for the acid attack and said, well done on television, and now Rahul Baba is talking for the BBC. Are they off their head, Samir? Karthik? What is this? I'm not understanding the substance of this protest they are carrying out. Sushil and I'll get Sushil and Samir, please. Sushil and Samir, or either.
Let me.
Or should I
Thank you, Arnab. Arnab, where I'm sitting right now, where I'm talking to you from, that place is the former office of British Broadcasting Corporation in India. It is from this office, Mark Tully was given 24 hours to pack his bag and leave in 1975. Only 24 hours, and there was no direct flight to London, so he took the first available flight out of India, which took him to Bangkok. And from there, he reached London. This is what they did to BBC in 1975. And in 1984, the same office was put into a siege, pelted with stones, and sought to be burned down, because how BBC was covering Mrs. Gandhi's assassination in 1984. The gates around this office were sealed. There was a permanent police picket put up here, and there was armed security provided to Mark Tully and Satish Jacob those days. This is what they have done to BBC when they were in power, and they had steamrolling power at that time. What they did to media during those days, how they raided newspapers, how they switched off their electricity, how they jailed journalists. People have written books about it.
Yeah.
I'm amazed this party is able to talk about media freedom.
What
of all the things. You know, corruption and media freedom is something that Congress has lost all right to talk about forever. They have no moral standing to even utter a word on these two issues. And today they are delivering homilies and protesting on the streets, it's funny. Especially for BBC. BBC should know what they did to them. In 1975 and in 1984, they could barely save their lives, surrounded by youth Congress goons. It's incredible.
It's incredible.
That within a generation or two, people change so much.
I cannot understand it. I just cannot understand it. But they're putting a straight face to it. They're not even laughing at themselves, Dr. Kaul. They're not even laughing at themselves. You see, they take themselves so seriously.
I think I completely, for a change, completely agree with what Sushil just said. That in 1970, let me just tweak the dates a little bit. 1970, Madam Indira Gandhi was instrumental in banning the British Broadcasting Service in this country, and all other things that he talked about followed. And at that point of time and thereafter, even through the Janta years, the best accolades for BBC came from tall leaders of BJP like L.K. Advani and everyone else who felt the only grain of truth that one heard in this subcontinent, not just this country, came from the BBC.
Some colonial mindset this is, Samir. Some brown sahib thinking this is. This is coconut thinking. But anyway, you continue. This is coconut mentality, but continue.
Arnab.
No, but it's a coconut mentality, sir. I'm just telling you.
Just by the way.
Coconut mentality, sir. I'll tell you. Coconut means brown outside, white inside. So please continue.
And how
inferiority complex thinking, sir. Please continue. No problem. No, but anyone can have an inferiority complex. Am I someone to say don't have an inferiority complex? Have an inferiority complex. No problem.
You want to run down people?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying this is coconut mindset.
Do it at your.
No, I'm saying it's a coconut. I'm not running. I'm describing.
I'm not going to run down anybody.
I'm describing.
In fact, I was going to say how you were dealt with was unlawful. But the fact that Republic Bharat was fined in the United Kingdom for hate speech.
Oh, for God's sake, I'll tell you. Oh my God, I'll tell you one thing. Oh, Samir, I really got to smash you on television right now. Samir, I got to smash you on television right now. No, 1 second. First of all, do your research. I took a pro-India, anti-Pakistan position on Republic Bharat. The British thought, no. I'm going to tear you apart now. Allow me to tear you apart. Let me have the privilege of tearing you apart on television.
Pakistan is a
I'm just going to tear you apart a wee bit.
Stop comparing your country to Pakistan.
I'm going to tear you apart a wee bit. Don't panic.
Comparing my country to Pakistan.
Don't panic.
At a drop of a hat.
Don't panic, Samir. Samir, you are defamatory. Samir, you are defamatory.
I am not a radical
Samir, you are defamatory.
I am a progressive democracy.
Samir,
mother of democracies.
Relax, mother of democracy. You are from Farooq Abdullah's party.
No.
Farooq Abdullah's party, and you dare to talk to me like that? You're a member of Farooq Abdullah's party. Today when my reporter went to ask Farooq Abdullah why he was lying, that there is an attempt to create a Hindu state in Jammu and Kashmir, Farooq Abdullah asked my reporter to leave the place. What are you talking about, freedom of expression? And now, Samir, let me tell you. Samir, listen to me. No, you just said, no, 1 minute.
I will not do
I'll tell you a thing. 1 minute. I run India's #1 Hindi news channel called Republic Bharat. And Republic Bharat is anti-Pakistan and pro-India. We don't sit on the fence like you. And if any British regulator tells me, that I will not be allowed to operate in the United Kingdom because I'm anti-Pakistan, then I'll say I don't care. I'll walk out. I don't seek an approval of a British. You have an inferiority complex.
No.
You have an implicit inferiority complex.
Hate speech.
You have an inferiority. No. What hate speech? Hate speech against Pakistan. 1 minute. I attack Pakistan. Hate speech. Who are the British to decide whether I should support Pakistan? Why have you got a complex? I'm saying on television, grow up, man. Grow up. Mature. Be a proud Indian. Be a nationalist. Stop being a pro-Pakistani. Don't be pro-Pakistani. You won't get anyone's respect. No, 1 minute. No, MR, are you seeing this?
I'm sorry.
I am so sorry. You've got such an inferiority complex, Samir. It is astonishing the extent to which you have an inferiority complex.
You have a cable that may agree with you, but that doesn't make it right.
Oh God, how boring. How boring. I'm never going to be pro-Pakistan like you, Samir. MR will respond to you. You're out of your mind, Samir. Why do you have such inferiority complex vis-a-vis the Brits, man? 75 years of independence, huh?
Arnab, you know I'm not.
No, of course. What do you mean I know? But you're displaying that. You say the British think I do hate speech. I say I attack the Pakistanis when they carry out acts of terrorism in India. I say attack the Pakistanis when they violate the basic human provisions, when they put in the Mujahideen, when they finance them and they send them to India. You grew up. You are such a pro-Pakistani. You think I will allow a Brit to decide what line I should take with Pakistan? You think, you ask the BBC why they don't call terrorists terrorists. Why do they call terrorists militants? You tell me what line they took on Burhan Wani. What response?
Certainly not.
You have absolutely no sense.
I don't agree with you at all.
You are such a
You are
inferiority
wrong.
complex. I'm telling you, you grew up. It's been a few years. You should not have an inferiority complex vis-a-vis the Brits.
Let me be direct.
Let me be more direct with you, Samir. Samir, I'm telling you, you don't have the modicum of respect for the viewers who are watching this program right now when you say that Republic, because it stood up for the Indian point of view and questioned the Pakistanis, he says I do hate speech.
No, it's the same.
He says that's hate speech. And what Burhan Wani and praising Burhan Wani is what? Mr. Samir,
India is
praising
India.
Burhan Wani is what? Showing the wrong map of India is what? Mr. Samir,
I don't know where that
cat
comes
got
from.
your tongue, you won't speak now.
Divergent. I'm sorry. You're going in on.
I'm going ballistic at you. You are wrong.
Sorry, I think you're flustered.
I am going ballistic at you, Samir. Samir, I'm going to go more ballistic at you.
And losing control.
I'm going to hammer you more because of the position you've taken, which violates the basic sense of reason any Indian should have. You carry an Indian passport and you expect me to take a Pakistani line?
I mean,
how can you take a Pakistani line? I'm asking you, how can you be neutral between India and Pakistan? No, Emad, I know you want to come in as well. But ask him, can you be neutral between India and Pakistan? Samir says he can be. I say I can't. I say I can't. I feel the BBC is biased.
Samir,
and I'm going to take them on, and Samir has an inferiority complex and he can't.
Arnab, Pakistan is a country which is at perennial war with us. And at no point of time,
I can laugh at
and we are laughing at you, sir. Please keep quiet and listen to this. The problem with people like you is that your heart and soul is sold to Pakistan. Please shut up and listen. Please shut up and listen. Please shut up and listen. And please listen. And listen to this nonsense. And please listen to this. Have the temerity to listen to this. That the problem. This is the problem with you. There he goes. There he goes. The inferiority complex burst. This is the problem. This is the problem with this pseudo-secularists.
Keep the white empty chair. Keep it. Keep it on. Let people know that he's run away. He's running for cover because he's exposed.
Chickens out. This is the problem with these guys. Now see the problem, Arnab.
For being pro-India.
Yeah, no, they say I do hate speech.
This is the problem.
No.
I find that so strange.
Shazia, he says I do hate speech because I speak against Pakistan. I say the day is not far. Let me tell you one thing, Emad. The day is not far when not just in India, I can assure you this very network will be watched all over the United Kingdom as well. And Samir in the meantime can continue to run for cover. This is ridiculous. They can keep whining. You know, the point is, Karthik, I can't take it anymore. These people are just taking this kind of a inferiority complex position. Forget your hate for Modi. If the BBC has violated Indian law, they need to be investigated. If the BRS has, if the NC has, if the BJP, let them all be investigated. But to make a halla about it, Karthik. When the British have, yesterday Rishi Sunak was thanking India for the deal about the Rolls-Royce engines. I felt so proud yesterday, Karthik. I know you have political differences with BJP, but I was reading the newspaper today and I said, look, Biden is thanking India, Rishi Sunak is thanking India, and Macron is profusely thanking India. You have France, UK and US who are thanking India for big business. And on the other hand, all that we do here in India is say that, you know, we are a country which does not have a democracy. It's just, this is, I think we're doing a disservice. What do you think?
Sad.
Arnab, good evening.
It is.
Yeah.
Let me at the onset distance myself with BBC. I'm not here to be a spokesperson of BBC. And I do not think anybody in this country should be or try to be a spokesperson of BBC. I believe you do not know the history of myself in the Congress Party. I was hoping you would not ask me anything regarding Congress Party because the wounds it left with me are very fresh. I would become very emotional. But one thing is very true. Congress Party is the most hypocritical party in this country. And also the other national party, BJP. Let me tell you the reason I say this. To hoots with BJP, I don't care. And if they have done something wrong, if they have not followed the rule of this law or rule of this country, they have to face the music. And it depends. This law should fall on everybody. The problem now, as I said, the both national party are hypocritic. BBC can be tried, probed, raided because of all their misdoings or not. That is up to the government. But the problem now, Arnab, is the last fortnight or so, you and me have discussed multiple times, there's Adani right on our face. And there is no small query, no small probe, no small inquiry of any sort. And where is the trust, Arnab? If this is the case, won't we be called a banana republic? Won't we be called for every yard, for every stick? This is not correct. If BBC is probed, my request, my allegation is even Adani should be probed.
Okay, I'll let Shazia take that.
I think you're very mixed up. So first of all, I would say I think you're very confused. We are talking about the BBC, and I'm so glad you have made your stand clear. Because let's stick to, and as for whether it's a finance minister, or it's a SEBI, or it's RBI, and now Supreme Court, it is taking cognizance of the matter, and we know what's happening. So just because BRS has something to say against the BJP right now, you would use this to justify what's happening with the outrage over the BBC matter, which is actually just nothing. It is actually about the survey that is being done.
I have made it very
because
clear
they've been found wanting in following the law of the land and their diversion of profits. So why would you bring this up when you know very well that everything that is being done about it?
What about it, Shazia?
I in fact wonder about the timing of it all.
Be let alone?
Just like you all wonder about the timing. But is he being let alone?
He is.
What makes you think he's not? And why should I speak for Adani or against Adani? No, why should I speak for Adani or against Adani? My government is doing what my government is doing. And Adani has been close to,
Shazia.
And we have discussed it umpteen times whether Mr. Adani has been doing work in so many states.
The logic here is not understood. The logic here is not understood because Karthik, I'll tell you why. The logic is not followed. I'm not following the logic because you also say that every issue should be dealt with on its own merit. Then I am not seeing the link between Adani and BBC. Are you saying that if the BBC had not been raided, then Adani does not need to be raided? But if the BBC is raided, Adani should be raided. I mean, I'm trying to understand the logic here. Am I following?
Those are very separate, those are very different matters, and both are...
I'm not saying let BBC go scot-free. My allegation or my direct question to the government
said in the court, Karthik.
They have been so many.
But the government said in the court. You saw that. You saw that the government said in the Supreme Court, Karthik, that we fully support a full Supreme Court monitored investigation on Adani. What has the government not done? Do you want SEBI to carry out a raid? SEBI does not carry out raids. No, so you're
they open investigations now.
SEBI doesn't have the power.
They open up investigations.
So they are opening up investigations. Government is supporting.
No, I don't see any.
But the government said in court.
Government will not have to tell you, sir. Government did not have to hold a presser or send you a separate presser. No. You cannot make a charge like that. You cannot say that you are a special. You are no. Please, no. I will not allow this. You cannot. You are no special guy that I will have to tell you. The government doesn't owe you anything special. Government has to tell it. It will tell it in the way.
It owes the public of this country.
Yeah, that it does. The public is satisfied. Public is satisfied. Why the hell are you saying that it is not satisfied? Why do you hold the curtain for the public?
I can also use the same language as you can, or more so blatantly.
No.
Let's not go
you
there.
can use. You are using.
My point is,
just because you're saved, don't tell. Your language is equally bad or far worse. Because you are provocative.
The government.
You are provocative and you are.
No, he's not being really provocative, Ahmad.
No. He's subtly being provocative.
No, I think there are issues here. But my point is only where I'm in agreement with both of you. See, I think really at some time, Pankaj, I'll tell you one thing. You used to advise Kamalnath also. You tell him, forget the 127 FIRs they put on Republic, forget the acid attack on me. They arrested a cartoon during the anti-corruption movement. You remember? Congress arrested this fellow Asim Trivedi. They charged him with sedition.
Asim. Yes,
you people,
of course.
Sushil,
Yes.
for God's sake, you Congi trolls and comedians who are Congi trolls, please check out what the Vadra Congress record is vis-a-vis cartoonists and media. Please find out. Find out, Sushil. You remember, no, when journalist was attacked in Chhattisgarh, Kamal Shukla, you know Madhya Pradesh well, when the editor of Bhumkal Samachar magazine, head of the Patrakar Suraksha Kanun, beaten up in broad daylight by Congress leaders. Should I tell you the date, Pankaj? Sushil, should I tell you the date? Kamalnath was supporting the attack.
Do you remember there was something called the Bihar Press Bill against so-called scurrilous writing, against defamatory writing. In the early 80s, Jagannath Mishra experimented with censorship by coming out with a press bill, which was meant to stop scurrilous, quote-unquote, scurrilous writing.
Really?
This is how you wanted to tame media.
They are so scared, they don't
because
even... I'll tell you one thing.
Against his superstitious ways.
See, that is what I am telling you, that, when you play these type of tricks by any government, tricks, it is counterproductive.
Okay.
So this BBC episode is so counterproductive for the global image of our government.
Okay. Anyway,
as a responsible constitutional institution, and India as a liberal democracy.
Yeah.
So why should you recklessly fly in the face
really? Are
of
we a democracy? I thought that you said we stopped being a democracy since 2014.
Whether you like it or not, our
I thought you said we were never a democracy since Modi became Prime Minister.
Thin thread.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally a short quick debate on the fact that India has sent a letter rogatory to Pakistan and sought details to multiple questions related to the Pulwama attack. The chief among the 12 questions was over the confessional statement of a former minister of Pakistan, Fawad Chaudhry. Tonight, why I feel Pakistan should hand over Fawad Chaudhry to India. Let us deal with him. Let's debate.
3 years after the Pulwama attack, 2 years after this brazen declaration by a Pakistani minister admitting to the attack,
हमने हिंदुस्तान को घुस के मारा है जनाब स्पीकर वहां पे, और पुलवामा में जो कामयाबी है, पुलवामा में जो हमारी कामयाबी है, वो इमरान खान की क़यादत में इस कौम की कामयाबी है। उसके हिस्सेदार आप भी सब हैं, उसके हिस्सेदार हम भी सब हैं।
the same Imran Khan aide who was arrested by the police in Lahore last month. The Indian government has now drawn the line. They're looking into Fawad Chaudhry's role.
On Fawad Chaudhry, the then Information Technology Minister of Pakistan, clearly shows that the spotlight is not just on the Pakistani deep state, but also on the civil society and the parliamentarians who were sitting there and thumping tables when Chaudhry mentions about the Pulwama attack. Clearly, all of them need to be held to account.
Pakistan says it has learned its lessons.
And it is up to us to live peacefully and progress, or quarrel with each other and waste time and resources. That's up to us. Pakistan has learned its lesson.
But should they also hand over Fawad Chaudhry to India? Let's debate.
Now, this person, Fawad Chaudhry, former cabinet minister, said in the floor of the Pakistan Assembly that we have carried out the Pulwama attack. Gaurav, am I right? The sum and substance of it, right?
Yes.
So he has confessed to executing a terrorist incident, right?
He congratulated Imran Khan.
Yes, and in fact he said that Imran Khan should be congratulated for the terrorist attack in Pulwama. Am I right?
Yes.
No scope for misinterpretation, right? So Shant, it's crystal clear to you as well, right? I mean, I don't know. So this.
He said it on the floor of the house. So who am I to disagree with him?
Correct. So Raja Faisal, he has said that we've carried out a terrorist attack, and we have put out a letter rogatory. We've sought details to multiple questions, and the logical thing in this situation, since he's not a terror accused, he has made a confessional statement that he should be handed over to India. We want to take the investigation forward. You can hand him over, or you can be made to hand him over.
Arnab, I would respectfully disagree with both of the gentlemen, including yourself as well, that he has said that we carried out Pulwama. No, it did not take place like this. In Pulwama attack, obviously in the middle of February 2019, of course it was carried out by whoever in Pulwama. Later on, of course, India, when it started bashing out Pakistan related to it, that they will, in response to it,
no, he did admit. I'm sorry.
Obviously, the surgical strikes.
I'm sorry. No, one second. Sushant, I'll get in Sushant right now, because he did admit. He said this is one of Imran Khan's biggest successes.
No, he did not.
He did.
He did not.
He did.
He admitted.
Don't lie like a Pakistani.
Whatever happened on.
No, he did.
Whatever
Sushant,
happened,
did he or did he not?
At the
Which
end
one of you wants to be? No,
I'm talking about 27th.
No, I am talking about the statement.
27th February.
I am talking about 2020.
Whatever happened, of course, Pakistan ne ghus ke mara.
No. He said
Okay.
that he said this is the greatest success of Pakistan. This is the success of the leadership of Imran Khan. That is the success of the Pulwama operation, which means he has accepted. And please don't do this. Don't behave like a Pakistani.
Pulwama related operation.
What
because it was
no, Pulwama related.
Episode.
The success of he's trying to qualify, Gaurav. You see, he's trying to qualify.
No, if you can allow
catch him, Gaurav.
Arnab.
Catch him, Gaurav.
He said it in Urdu. He spoke in Urdu.
क्या बोला?
And he simply said that मैं मुबारकबाद पेश करना चाहता हूँ इमरान खान साहब को जो पुलवामा में हमने ऑपरेशन करा था. और ये इमरान खान के ये क्रेडिट पे जाता है कि इमरान खान ने इतना बड़ा काम कर दिया. He was praising Imran Khan. He said nothing about 27th of February. Pulwama happened on the 14th of February. Pulwama 14 को हुआ था. ये 27 की बात आप कर रहे हैं. तो राजा फैसल साहब जो बात कर रहे हैं, he's talking about 27th. He's talking about 24th. He said Pulwama. जो पाकिस्तान ने so called घुस के मारा, जो आप so called बोल रहे हैं 27 का, वो तो पुलवामा में हुआ ही नहीं था. वो तो कहीं और कई 100 किलोमीटर दूर हुआ था. Why is he saying Pulwama? It has nothing to do with Pulwama.
Let me clear it.
There's nothing to clear.
Let me clear it for you.
No, you're caught.
No, there is
he said
there is a misconception which is being propagated by
your Prime Minister recently said, your Prime Minister said, your leaders have said that we have been raising and spending money in these Mujahideen terrorists, and this has been our biggest mistake. It's a moment of confession. One day you come when you're crying, when you don't have a dinner on your plate, you come and cry to me, you say we are going to behave ourselves. Sushant, now question is, he said Fawad Chaudhry did not admit. Fawad Chaudhry said the success in Pulwama is the success of the Imran Khan government. Was he lying then? Or is
Pulwama episode?
What episode?
He was, we are also talking about the Pulwama episode. Pulwama episode was the episode in which there was a suicide bomber who killed 40 CRPF jawans. And that is what the operation was. So that is Pulwama episode. And this is exactly what Fawad Chaudhry took credit for. And for which he, you can call it whatever you want to call it. You call everything false flag. You even call in fact, your generals have called the APS attack a false flag operation. They said it is collateral damage in the larger war we fight. So you kill 140 of your own children and you call it a collateral damage. No, you might not agree with them or you might not agree with anything. But these are your generals who called it a collateral damage. So nobody takes you seriously anyway, Raja Faisal. The fact of the matter remains that if, although I don't think Pakistan's parliament has any sanctity, even in the minds of the Pakistanis, but the fact of the matter remains that in every other civilized country, when a statement is made on the floor of the house, it is taken as gospel. So, for example, when Imran Khan says that Osama bin Laden was a martyr, that is taken seriously, that you actually believe that a terrorist is a martyr. And that tells you about the mentality of a people as a society and of a country and of a state. And when a minister stands up and congratulates the Prime Minister for successfully carrying out a terrorist operation, then it tells you a whole lot more. But what the important thing is, Arnab, you know, a guy like Fawad Chaudhry, who's like a typical Pakistani bully, when he was in power, he used to revel in the fact that he was putting his political opponents in jail. He used to take vicarious pleasure out of their plight. 2 days this fellow spent in jail, 2 days. And look at the way he was crying on television. That is what kind of a bloody coward he is. That's what most of these guys are.
He did not.
You know, the Pashtuns, of course, are a different stock.
But these
Punjabis, Muslims are just like that. They are a bunch of cowards. Fawad Chaudhry is a typical one of those bullies.
He cried.
Who talks very big,
and any
but then the moment
he's
put in the clanger, within 2
I have
days he was weeping like a little child.
I have Dr. Farid Malik. You see, Dr. Farid Malik, I believe that a person should take responsibility for their action and for their words. You are a leader of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. Now, this fellow Fawad, he was very confidently saying that we carried out the Pulwama terrorist attack. Then he should take responsibility. Now we want to put the Interpol behind him. We are going to put international law behind him, and we are going to take him, bring him back. We're going to deal with him.
Interpol would laugh at you.
Can you let Farid respond? Hina just come on. Raja, just take a break.
Interpol would laugh at Indians if they forward this case to them.
Well, I'll tell you what I laugh at.
Laugh at
I'll tell you what I laugh at.
Because
first of all, don't use that Pakistani accent with me. I'll tell you what I laugh at.
It's not laugh, it's laugh.
Laugh. I laugh at it. Okay. Now the question is.
Okay, you call it laugh. I'll call it laugh.
I somehow don't like this Islamabad accent.
People who listen to me, they know how I talk.
All right.
Okay, anyway, now can we get to the substance of it?
All I'm trying to say, whatever your ambitions are related to getting Fawad Chaudhry hooked in this case, go ahead.
Fawad is not
Wherever you'll go, people would laugh at you. Laugh at you, you know.
Okay, I'll tell you what I laugh at. Should I tell you what I laugh at?
You know why? Because their thinking mechanism quite different from you. They're not narrow like you yourself are.
You're not making sense anymore.
I'm talking about Pulwama episode. Pulwama episode includes everything that happened in
Farid
Jammu
Malik.
and Kashmir.
Farid Malik did. Farid Malik. Can I let Farid come in? Raja, will you take a chill pill for a moment? Raja, relax.
In last
Farid
days of
Malik.
February 2019, whatever happened.
Farid Malik, when Fawad Chaudhry said that we have carried out the Pulwama terrorist attack and this is an achievement of the Imran Khan government, is there any going back on that statement? Unless you're a consummate liar or maybe a coward or a mix of both?
Please don't use such words.
I'm used to being direct, Dr. Malik.
Please.
But there's no point saying please.
Let's not.
हम आदत से मजबूर हैं, हम directly बात करते हैं. I'm not here to please you. I'm asking you a question.
No, I'm not here to please you either.
He admitted. No, I'm just saying one thing to you. He admitted in the assembly.
Individuals.
No.
Kashmiris were Kashmiris. No, he admitted out of Kashmir.
Where did Kashmir? These Pakistanis, even in the bankrupt state, are
occupied. You have to get out of Kashmir. Kashmir is for the Kashmiris.
I tell you, the problem is you guys have nothing to eat anymore because of your Kashmir obsession.
I don't understand. It's a much broader issue.
I'm just asking, Gaurav, over to you. You ask him the question about Fawad. All we're telling you, hand over Fawad, that's all.
On narrow things.
All right, I just want to tell you, sir. Sir, can you keep quiet, please? Sir, can you just stop talking? Why do you have this Pakistani habit of going on and on? Chup raho, sir. Aap chup raho 2 minute ke liye. Meri baat.
Aap chup raho.
Please keep quiet. Arey, sir, please.
I've been asked to. I've been asked to give my.
He has asked you to shut up. He has asked you to shut up. You're not shutting up. You're verbal diarrhea. Please keep quiet.
जवाब दे रहा हूँ मैं क्यों?
किसी ने कुछ नहीं पूछा यार, चुप रहो.
मेरी बात सुनिए, मैं आपकी बात क्यों सुनूं?
अरे कुछ नहीं बात सुनना. You're a Pakistani. Keep quiet. Listen to me.
You are an Indian. So what?
Yeah, you are on an Indian channel, by the way.
आप चुप रहिए. आपने मुझे बुलाया.
Why don't you hand over Fawad and we get on with it? You know. You see, we are not going to let you. We just hand over Fawad, let on with it. I'm saying 1 minute. Got up. Farid Malik ji, why don't you just hand over Fawad? Just hand over Fawad. He's of no use to you anyway. Just hand him over. He made the claim. 1 minute. He made the claim, Dr. Farid Malik, that we carried out the Pulwama attack. Hand him over. That's all.
I'm talking about the independence of Kashmir. I'm talking about the independence of Kashmir.
Where did Kashmir come in this?
Isolated incidents. I'm talking about
1 minute, God. He's saying Kashmir somewhere.
To settle Kashmir once for all.
We don't have to settle anything.
Towards peace.
Okay, can I get in Hina Chaudhry, please? Hina.
Forget about Pulwama.
Hina, see. Hina. Okay, see, Hina. See,
Bankrupt nation ke bankrupt two-penny politician. You're trying to teach India.
Why do?
Sham ka khane ka paisa hai.
I don't understand.
Let's talk about issues. Small talk with small people. छोटा आदमी और छोटी बात कर
Dr. Farid Malik, let me explain this to you. Let me now 1 minute. Gaurav, can me explain this to you? Dr. Farid Malik, just give me a moment. Let me explain this to you. Dr. Farid Malik, you know, we're very straight talking nowadays. You know, we are India today, 2023, as you know, with our economic superpowerdom, with our military strength, with our standing in the world. We have a very straightforward, on military issues, counter-insurgency issues, terrorism issues, we are like maybe 20 times as direct as Israel. We hit back very hard. It's part of the Indian psyche now. You know, we hit back so hard. We don't leave a person standing if he takes us on. I'm saying hand over Fawad. See, he's anyway a pain, Hina. He's not going to help you anywhere. Just hand him over. Hand him over, matter over. Otherwise, this matter goes to the international courts. Can I get in Hina, please?
To the Kashmiris.
Well, Kashmir. Where is this? You are just exporting donkeys now because of your Kashmir obsession.
Kashmir to the Kashmiris.
No, God, I'm not debating Kashmir with you. I'm not debating Kashmir. I'm debating Fawad Chaudhry. I'm not debating Kashmir.
इमरान खान की तरह नशा करके आया ये आदमी 100% इमरान की जगह नशा करके
I'll get
you have taken cocaine sir, you have taken cocaine like Imran Khan.
Positively funny. This is hilarious.
Oh, Lahori, yaar, Lahori.
Okay, now, Gaurav, you got to stop this. Now, Hina, this admission by Fawad Chaudhry was on the floor of the House, so you can't really deny it, can he? It was on the floor of the House. It's on record.
You're right. We should not talk about Kashmir at this point. You're talking about the statements of Fawad Chaudhry. I really want to quote one statement of your minister, Amit. Then I'll come to your answer. I'll quote first your minister.
No, you
statement.
tell me about Fawad Chaudhry. You tell me about Fawad Chaudhry.
No, but you should.
No, you should tell me about Fawad Chaudhry. Okay, since we're exchanging notes, a question to you. There's a question to you, Hina. Okay, I'm asking you. You see, there was a channel called GeoTV. It put out a report. 1 minute, listen, I'll tell you about your history, Hina. There was a channel called GeoTV. It put out an investigative report that Ajmal Kasab is from so-and-so part of Pakistan. After this report came out, the ISI carried out some assassination attempt on Hamid Mir, who since then has become an ISI pet. Right? The point I'm trying to make to you, Hina, when you deny, you fail. So don't deny what Fawad said. Now answer my question.
The only problem, you people don't listen reality-based statements. You believe in fake narratives. I'll come to your point.
Answer my question, please.
Altogether different.
What happened to Hamid Mir?
Have some patience, at least.
What happened to Hamid Mir?
Have some patience.
What happened to the Kasab report?
Who has said it? Amit Shah said about the Gujarat massacre that Muslims have taught lesson. Do you support that statement?
He didn't say that. He didn't say. Who do you read? Are you reading some bad Rawalpindi paper?
Who you are to taught a lesson to
you guys are.
Who you are to taught a lesson to Muslims. But now, as I have promised come to Fawad
Okay.
Chaudhry's statement. Have some patience now, Major.
Hina,
I'll
you
come to
have
your
some
question now.
patience.
Okay.
Oh,
Now I'll come to your
Hina,
question. I
please
just
have
want
some
you to have
patience.
some clear
Okay.
You
results
killed
before
Arshad
I
Sharif,
come to your
Hina.
topic.
That old man,
Okay,
that
let
Lahori
me talk
man killed
now.
Arshad Sharif.
Have some
Why did he kill
patience.
Arshad Sharif?
Gaurav, have some
Arey,
patience.
Okay,
you
ladies
have
and
some
gentlemen, I
patience.
have to close at that point.
No, Hina.
I have to close at that point. Ladies and gentlemen, Fawad is an interesting fellow. Interesting fellow. We should just catch him by the scruff of his neck and bring him back. I shall see you tomorrow at 9. Good night and goodbye.
11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
आग को फैलने से रोकना मुश्किल है पर नामुमकिन नहीं। अब फायरवॉल टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ सेंचुरी प्लाई क्लब प्राइम आग से बचाए।
Light utility helicopter which is being designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
मौजूद है। एक तरफ जो टैक्स इवेशन को लेकर जो लगातार जांच आईटी ऑफिशियल्स की ओर से की जा रही थी, वहीं पर अब कहीं ना कहीं पर रोका जा रहा है। मुंबई में भी ये आईटी सर्वे कंडक्ट किया जा रहा है और अभी हम तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं जहां पर कहीं ना कहीं पर एक रोका जरूर जा रहा है, लेकिन बिल्कुल एक आईटी ऑफिशियल्स की ओर से जो सर्वे कंडक्ट किए जा रहे हैं उसको लेकर ये लगातार उनकी जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो अभी जारी है।
The light combat helicopter Prachand, which is indigenously manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it's been loaded with rockets and missiles as well, and focusing over here is this turret gun, which has again been manufactured by the HAL. These are 70 mm rockets which will be loaded into the Prachand. 10 of these Prachands have been taken by the Indian Air Force and 5 of them are with the Indian Army as of now, and we have 15 of them with us. And this definitely puts India on a high pedestal.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
मौजूद है। एक तरफ जो टैक्स इवेशन को लेकर जो लगातार जांच आईटी
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
A neta, a politician, kills a soldier from the Indian Army. What a shame. What a shame also that such a conspiracy The Lutyens media led to cover up the killing of a serving soldier of the Indian Army by a Congress ally DMK politician in Tamil Nadu. And what a conspiracy! What a conspiracy to make sure that there was no embarrassment to the DMK and their allies, the Vadra Congress. The pro-Vadra Lutyens media tried to make a mountain of the molehill of protests for and against the BBC. The Vadra Congress, ladies and gentlemen, which did press conference after press conference after press conference to fight for the BBC, to defend the BBC, with Rahul Gandhi calling his party people saying, have you done enough press conferences to go all out for the BBC? Whole day Rahul Gandhi was following up with Jairam Ramesh. How many press conferences have you done to help the BBC? That same party refused to even acknowledge the fact that a leader from their ally in Tamil Nadu killed Lance Naik Prabhu of the military police in Krishnagiri district of Tamil Nadu. Lance Naik Prabhu had joined the Indian Army in the military police in 2016. And why was he killed? He was killed because he had questioned the Congress ally DMK politician for abusing his sister-in-law. The Neta, in order to teach the soldier a lesson, got 7 people together and armed with iron rods, they clobbered Lance Naik Prabhu to death. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. A serving soldier of the Indian Army has been murdered by a politician and the Lutyens media is quiet about it. Shame on the Lutyens media. Shame on them. Spending all their effort trying to defend the BBC. Ladies and gentlemen, Lance Naik Prabhu was killed for questioning a Vadra Congress allied DMK Neta's language. Killed. Has Rahul Gandhi said a word about this? No. Rahul Gandhi has not said a word. MK Stalin has not said a word. Sonia Gandhi has not said a word. Why? Because they're all busy fighting for the BBC. A Neta murders a uniformed serving soldier of the Indian Army. And the loyal pro-Vadra Lutyens media conspires with the political parties by making the BBC the big issue and not speaking a word. Not emphatically, not vocally, not till Republic named and shamed them about their silence over Lance Naik Prabhu's death. And ladies and gentlemen, I am before you tonight to plead to you. For I plead to you tonight. And through you I plead to everyone tonight, please make this a national campaign till MK Stalin and his ally Rahul Gandhi are forced to break their silence. Rahul Gandhi has abused the army enough. But this is too much. These politicians cannot be given and will not be given the liberty to remain silent about the murder of a soldier of the Indian Army by a politician, by a Neta. MK Stalin is busy tweeting about the BBC, but not one word about the murder of a soldier by his own party man. And I also am asking you tonight, do we, you and I, do we have the ability to make them feel the public anger, ladies and gentlemen? The public pressure. A reminder to them that ethics and morality and propriety still matter in this country. For me, this is a cause that Republic will go all out fighting for. And I want you to join me tonight, viewers. I want you to join me not just in the debate, but I want you to join me in the campaign. I want you to join me in the activism. I want you to join me on this subject to really pressurize these politicians and make them answerable along with their loyal vassals in the Lutyens media. That's the main debate tonight, viewers. A Neta has killed a soldier. And I want to feel the outrage. I want to feel the outrage among the people of this country on this. And debate number 2 tonight. The Vadra Congress has thrown their full weight behind the BBC. Vadras for BBC. Debate number 3 tonight. Hand back this man, this ex-minister who admitted the Pakistani role in Pulwama. Why I feel Pak should hand over Fawad. That's debate number 3. And here are the headlines. This Wednesday evening on the debate tonight. 28-year-old serving soldier of the Indian Army has been hacked to death by a mob led by DMK's politician in Tamil Nadu's Krishnagiri district. Not a tweet, not a word from Stalin, not a tweet, not a word from Rahul Gandhi. As Stalin's party man murders an Indian Army soldier in broad daylight. Their hearts bleed for the BBC. But the Vadra Congress and the DMK go completely silent on a soldier's killing. Vadra's completely psyched out about the BBC raids. Pushes paranoia, even stages a protest as the BBC faces the heat of tax evasion. And 3 years after his confession, India seeks details of Imran aides Fawad's role in the Pulwama terror attack. Republic says, hand over Fawad. And hundreds of acres of land freed from encroachment in the biggest bulldozer operation yet. The biggest bulldozer operation in the country being led by Himanta Biswa Sarma, Chief Minister of Assam. And ladies and gentlemen, in Tamil Nadu, a soldier, Lance Naik Prabhu, is attacked by a political mob led by a DMK politician. An army man has become the target, the victim of a DMK neta who murdered him in broad daylight with complete immunity. He attacked the soldier. The Indian Army soldier, the Lance Naik, was attacked with rods, logs and knives. Ladies and gentlemen, the most shocking thing is this Lutyens media, which is obsessed about the BBC, won't talk about it. You know why, viewers? Because they are cowards. They cannot seek accountability from either Stalin. They are cowards. They cannot ask Rahul Gandhi to put out one tweet on it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a developing story. We are following it very closely. Let's debate.
Lance Naik Prabhu of the military police was beaten and murdered in Tamil Nadu's Krishnagiri district. A political mob allegedly led by DMK councillor Chinnasamy attacked Lance Naik Prabhu and his brother 8 days ago.
Two army jawans along with their wives and nephews were extremely heavily attacked by a DMK ward councillor of the Velampatti village in Pochampalli Taluk of the Krishnagiri district. And this was over the dispute of the wife using water from a common water tank to wash clothes. When the Jawans went to defend the lady of their house, they were brutally attacked by the DMK ward councillor and his family members, his cousins, everybody.
Republic reached out to the deceased soldier's nephew, who detailed the impunity with which the attack was carried out.
Okay, இப்போ வந்து இது என்னைக்கு நடந்துச்சு சார்?
மேடம் போன வாரம் புதன்கிழமை மேடம்.
ஓகே, அடியாட்கள் மாதிரி ஆட்களை கூட்டிட்டு வந்து அடிச்சாங்களா இல்ல என்ன நடந்தது?
இல்ல மேடம், அவங்களோட மொத்த ஃபேமிலி மேடம், அவங்க அண்ணன் தம்பி, அவங்க அண்ணன் தம்பி ஃபேமிலி 3 ஃபேமிலி மேடம்.
ஓகே.
நான் சொன்ன அவங்க பொண்ணு கொடுத்த இடத்துல மாவும் மச்சான்.
ஓகே.
இவங்க எல்லாரும் மேடம்.
இப்போ இந்த சின்னசாமின்றவர் தான் வந்து இதுக்கு மெயின் ரீசனா?
அவரோட மெயின் எக்ஸ்ட் அவங்க தான். அவரும் அவருடைய சன் தான் மேடம். அவர் வந்து இந்த டிஎம்கேல இருக்குன்னு ஒரு இது ஒரு பவர்க்காக பொலிட்டிஷியன் பவர் அவர் காட்டியிருக்காரு மேடம்.
புரியுது புரியுது.
அவர் அடிக்கும் போது வந்து சொல்ல வார்த்தை மேடம், நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுங்க பண்ணுங்க, நான் பார்த்துட்டு அப்படின்னு தான் மேடம் மாதிரி சொல்லி தான் மேடம் அடிச்சிருக்காரு.
Despite a police complaint, the DMK councillor accused of murder was allowed to abscond for a week. Now, with the spotlight on the case, the key accused DMK councillor has been arrested. But Chief Minister and DMK Chief Stalin, who has been travelling around Salem and tweeting about it relentlessly, has not uttered a word on this brutality that took place 2 hours away. There is no word on whether the DMK councillor has been so much as suspended from the party.
This shows the state of law and order in the state of Tamil Nadu under the leadership of M.K. Stalin. Whenever DMK is in power, the law and order will be severely compromised because DMK and its men don't respect the law of the land. And this has gone to the extent of killing an army officer who protects us from all the evils.
The Vadra Congress protests for the British Broadcasting Corporation, but not for an Indian soldier who was killed in a state where they are in power. Tonight, the nation must fight for our soldiers. Let's debate.
General Bishambar Dayal, Colonel Shailendra Singh, Sanju Verma, Jagdish, who supports the DMK, Lokesh Jindal of the Congress, Rama Subramaniam and TSS Mani, political analyst and senior journalist. One of them, can we fix the camera, please? Jagdish.
Yep.
Mr. Stalin has been tweeting about the BBC, but his party man has murdered a serving soldier of the Indian Army, and Mr. Stalin has not put out one comment on it. Not one comment. Viewers, I want to tell you again, I don't see all the guests. Can we fix the windows right? Get the guests right, please, producers. Very distracting. And my only question tonight is this: have these political parties got no shame, Jagdish? In fact, even Rahul Gandhi has not said one word on it, not one word. I don't want to make it political, but it is political. Not one word. Viewers, in any other country, a politician kills a serving soldier over what is not even a civic dispute, by the way. Shailendra Singh, you said it right today, Colonel Shailendra Singh. It is not a civic dispute. The politician was abusing the sister-in-law of the soldier. The soldier said, don't use this language. She was simply washing her clothes near a water tank. The politician said, get out of here. The soldier said, please don't talk to her like that. The politician went, got 10 people together, viewers, 10 people together with iron rods. And you know what they did, General Bakshi? Can I tell you this? You'll be shocked, but I'll tell you. They said, let's kill him. And then one of them said to the other, while they were killing him, they said, don't worry, he may be a soldier, but I am a neta, I am a politician. I will handle it. Let's kill him. Which means you can kill someone. A politician can kill someone and they will handle it. And when I heard about this incident, my blood boils, General Dayal. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what has happened to the media in this country anymore. But Jagdish, have the politicians become so shameless? A neta has killed a soldier, and I appeal to the people of the country to raise their voice tonight. Yes, Jagdish, now tell me, why is Stalin silent?
As you rightly put it, of course they have become shameless. That's what I should say. The politicians, especially the DMK councillors, once they come into power, they have been repeating it so many times. They have been doing it so many times. And this is big issues. M.K. Stalin has said he'll become an autocrat, he'll take action. Sometimes he said, every day I get out of fear, knowing what you guys will do. But it doesn't look like they will change. His party man doesn't look like they are going to change.
Bakshi, no. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to complain. Let me make it very clear. I'm not complaining about the politicians. I'm asking the people of this country to raise their voice against these politicians, General Bakshi. Enough. Enough has gone on. A serving soldier of the Indian Army has been killed by a neta.
क्या हो गया यार?
Can you hear me, please, General Dayal? I don't think the audio is going in. Can I get General Dayal in, please?
Cut हो गया यार.
General Dayal, can you hear me? Let me get you in, because obviously I lost the line there with General Bakshi.
I can hear you.
And I intend to open the phone lines as well
I
later.
can hear you clearly.
Yeah. What do you think, General Dayal? What should we do?
Firstly, Arnab, it's a very sad, very, it is disgusting, you know. And Lord bless, peace to this great soul, strength to the family, and thank you very much once again for taking up cause of a soldier. It's a shame on the society, firstly, that they saw him getting killed. Firstly, people must understand of this country that if you let a soldier get killed when he's on a chutti, what is going to be the impact of such an incident? And secondly, I must request the SSP of that town. It is a belted force. Don't look at the politician. Take action. Arrest this man. Put him behind the bars. And if you can put other criminals, why don't you put this man behind the bars? And I will take the matter to the area commander of Tamil Nadu, sub-area commander.
Why has the Indian Army
please
not put out a
pressurize the
statement
police
so far?
and the politicians.
I also
arrest
have a
this
problem.
man.
Why has the Indian Army ADGPI not put out a statement
man.
so far? Why has the ADGPI not put out a statement so far? Why has the Chief of Army Staff not put out a statement so far? A serving soldier of the Indian Army has been killed by a politician. What protocol are we looking for out here? Why is the Defence Minister of the country not put out a statement so far?
I have a greater issue, Arnab, that people, those who are responsible for our welfare, for our safety when we are on our holidays or when a Jawan is in the society, those people are silent. They should have arrested this man within, incident must have been seen by 20 people, reported to the police immediately. Why didn't they act? And such incidents happening in the society is disgrace to our basic fundamentals of Indian society.
If this is not a wake-up call, I don't know what is. If this is not a wake-up call, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. Colonel Shailendra Singh, you were quite angry today.
I was having dinner with the...
Sir.
Wait, Arnab. I was sitting with the president of Indian Ex-Servicemen League
Sir,
Tamil Nadu.
I'll just add.
And he's here with me. He was feeling so pained. He started crying.
Yeah, but this is... we need to feel the anger as well. Colonel Shailendra Singh was on the phone line today. I don't know if I've got General Bakshi's line yet. If you allow me, Colonel Shailendra Singh, if you don't mind, I'll go to General Bakshi first. He's really angry about this. I'm coming to you, Sanju, but I didn't have the line with him earlier. General Bakshi, my blood boils. I have nothing to say. I have no questions to ask. But I do intend to open the phone lines. And I do intend to put up the picture of Lance Naik Prabhu in uniform tonight on the screen, viewers, so we look and we remember. And viewers, so that my face can be taken off, please can we have Lance Naik Prabhu's picture on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. We owe our soldiers something. Something, General Bakshi. A political arrogance to this point where you can just murder anyone you want, murder a soldier and get away with it, and the Chief Minister won't say a word. Rahul Gandhi won't say a word. General Bakshi, over to you, please.
Arnab, this is outrage of the highest order. You know, I want to point out to you that the arrogance of the state level political netas is becoming impossible to suffer. You are witness to what happened in Maharashtra, how people were murdered, how people were thrown from the 13th story, murdered. This is the level of arrogance. This is the level of entitlement. And now they attack a soldier when he is on leave. Out of a year, he gets 2 months of leave with his family, soldier. Arnab, is that a crime? They misbehave with his women in the family. What do you expect the soldier to do? He won't even protest. And when he does, you come with your goons, armed with lathis and sticks and knives, and you murder with impunity. And at the end of it, you say to anyone, nobody can touch me.
Exactly, that is the point.
I'm a politician.
Yes.
You aren't God as yet. And I think if you are such a kind of a politician, the people of this country will bloody well show you
and
your
they will
place.
And they will.
Your place.
No, and they will. For all through the day today, Rahul Gandhi kept calling Jairam Ramesh and the media wing of the Congress, please have you spoken for the BBC, for the China-funded BBC? Are we doing enough press conferences for the BBC? Can we protest for the BBC? But not one word! Not one word for the murdered soldier! Are you not a DMK ally, Lokesh Jindal? These are Mir Jafar's, Brutuses, ladies and gentlemen. Brutuses who think that they... No, 1 second. If you think that you decide the order of importance, let me tell you, you don't. We decide, the people of this country decide what is important, what is not. If you think that you have the liberty to decide what issues to speak up and which ones not to, well, let me give you the good news today. You don't have that liberty anymore. We are asking you tonight, and I will intend to open the phone lines tonight. I want to ask the people of this country to demand an explanation from M.K. Stalin and Rahul Gandhi for their continued and conspicuous silence on the killing of a soldier by a neta. I want the people of the country to put the pressure tonight. And I think they will respond to me. Yes, Lokesh. Yes, Lokesh.
See, Arnab, I want to say that it's a tragedy. It is so painful, and we demand a speedy justice, a capital punishment, and a precedent, so that such incident is never repeated, ever.
And no, what's
anywhere in the country. Whether it is Lakhimpur
Rahul Baba has put out one tweet, two tweets, one comment, two comments, pro-China Jairam Ramesh, who said, Rahul Baba, who said our soldiers are being beaten up, who makes all kinds of disgraceful comments on the Indian Army. How many statements has he put out on Lance Naik Prabhu's murder? Why has he not spoken up? Does he need M.K. Stalin's permission to speak up?
What I'm saying...
Why has he not spoken up? Why it's not a tragedy, it's a murder. It is not a tragedy, it is a crime. Don't call a crime a tragedy. It is a crime. It is a crime, I will bring it to account.
And I stand by them and will...
It is a crime, no you don't stand by them. No, you don't stand by. Open up. You don't stand by them. You are against the Indian Army. You have not spoken up. You can't say I stand with them. You don't. You don't. Shame on you for you don't. Shame on you for you don't.
Tamil Nadu.
And you never have.
Always stand by the common man.
Nonsense. Your ally politicians, netas are killing soldiers, serving soldiers of the Indian Army, testing the patience of the people of this country. And I have to remind you on television to open your mouth. Shame on you people. You people have become a liability to the political system in this country. No. How many press conferences were done for the BBC today? How many? I will remind you. No, I won't. I'll open the lines.
It is so painful. It is so tragic that it should not be politicized.
Okay.
Everything need not be politicized.
I will politicize it. Let me see your neta. Okay, so Rahul Baba will not talk on it. No, because he's too scared. He needs Stalin's permission. Sanju is on the debate. Let's see whether people are able to remain quiet on this. Let's see. It's a challenge tonight. Let's see. Your silence versus our outrage. Your silence versus our anger. Your calibration and your politics versus our emotion on the subject. Let's see. And we are opening up the phone lines. Please put the ticker, on number on the ticker, please. Sanju is on the debate. I'm opening up 2 versus 2, ladies and gentlemen. A political mob has been used to kill a serving soldier of the Indian Army. It's disgraceful. I can't take it anymore on this. As an army man's son myself, I can't take this. G.D. Bakshi, this is too much. This is too much. And the problem is in this country, we are all trying to bury this subject. What is it they will say? You know, Colonel Shailendra Singh, what they will say? A soldier died, no? What's the big deal? Why are you making a mountain of a molehill, they will tell us. Let's discuss BBC. Sanju is on the debate, and why are the rest of you quiet, Rama and all? Feel free to come in, Sanju.
Thank you. Arnab, thank you. Arnab, first and foremost, my humble condolences to the family of Lance Naik.
Where is the person on the left?
To the family of Lance Naik Prabhu, who was brutally murdered by Chinnasamy, DMK ward councillor, and also his son Raja Pandi is involved, I'm told. I'm so happy that you completely took the bull by its horns when you said, yes, you will politicize it. because I think that politicians involved in this gruesome murder of Lance Naik Prabhu need to be called out, need to be punished, and their gory deeds need to be made an example of. Point number one. Point number two, I'll just deviate a bit since you brought up BBC so often. I was on umpteen debates yesterday, and on one of the debates, when I said that, to the anchor who was conducting the debate, that you stand in solidarity with a tainted and dented BBC. Where was the Editors Guild when Arnab Goswami was picked up and arrested without even a warrant? And my voice was muted. So much for the Lachin's cabal, which talks about free speech and freedom of expression. It is obviously one-sided. But I think the bluff has been called now, and they realize that people are not going to take things lying down. The more important point is this, that this is a law and order situation, and Tamil Nadu's law and order situation has completely flown out of the window. And who is the Home Minister of Tamil Nadu? It is the Chief Minister, M.K. Stalin himself. He is not even bothered to issue an apology, much less even condemn the gruesome incident. And I will very quickly in 20 seconds tell you that the pathetic and despicable law and order situation in Tamil Nadu, including the killing of Lance Naik Prabhu, is not an isolated incident. If you recall or not, this was another case that your channel took up very passionately. There was the Lavanya case, which was said that she committed suicide. It was a young girl studying in the 12th standard at the higher secondary school at Michael Petty in Thanjavur district. And later on, it was found that there was an attempt at forcible conversion. She took poison and she succumbed because she could not tolerate the political pressure.
Before you broad base it, sorry to interrupt. Before you broad base it, I'm on a very simple point out here. Rama Subramaniam and TSS money, there's something called decency, not one word. Colonel Shailendra Singh, are you noticing one thing? The politicians feel this is too small a matter to speak about. And I don't think it's too small a matter. I think it's our word against theirs. M.K. Stalin's not spoken, Rahul Gandhi is not spoken. Why? Why? Why, Rama? Why, Mr. Mani?
First of all, my condolences to the soldiers' family. Let me talk a few words, madam. My condolences to the departed soldiers' family. I am very sorry about it. But this is only an isolated case. But it cannot be turned.
Isolated case.
Let me tell you.
That is precisely
a soldier dies, it's an isolated case.
What is true? I have to tell you that. I have to tell you that this is no. Please listen to me.
Periyasamy and his car. He's been hospitalized and he's fighting for his survival.
Let us take it.
Your DMK goons killed a BJP leader, V. Balachandar, simply because he was from the...
No, I'm asking you, one minute. Sanju, let him complete. Sanju, let him complete. Sanju, let him complete. I'll tell you this again, viewers, if you're joining my program right now. In Tamil Nadu's Krishnagiri district, an army man, Lance Naik Prabhu, was hacked to death, beaten to death, and clobbered to death by a DMK politician and his cronies about an altercation over a water tank. The army man had told the politician, please don't speak rudely to my sister-in-law. The politician got together his friends and family and killed him. This is the reality, ladies and gentlemen. Not one word from the Chief Minister, not one word from Rahul Gandhi. Congress party is the ally of DMK, studied silence on them. A political mob is used to target and kill a soldier. A calibrated attack. The pictures I am showing here, they're ghastly, of the last moments of the soldier, and this gentleman says it's an isolated incident. I think, Mr. Rama Subramaniam, you don't have a conscience here when you speak like that.
No, please appreciate
our
soldiers. I have the greatest respect for the soldiers. I have the greatest respect for people like General Bhashi and others. But the fact remains that Prabhu's sister, she went to a place where she was doing the washing of the clothes.
1 minute, Sanju, please wait. Rama. Yeah.
The lady was washing the clothes near a drinking water tank. So that was subjected to. Because the water would get spoiled.
1 minute, Sanju, please.
He's a
General Bakshi and Shailendra Singh on the left, please.
See, what happened further is
the
provocation between these two people and that resulted in a murder.
Let me tell you one more case.
Can you allow me?
Let me tell you one more case. In Arani, in the month of October 2022, a soldier was murdered by his wife and her paramour. Do you say that it is the murder of a soldier? It was a premeditated murder.
Mr. Rama, I think you're crossing the line. I'm warning you to stay within the line and not cross it.
One bloody murder too many.
Yeah.
Isolated my foot.
He says isolated.
You want to say that to his family?
He says isolated. No, General Bakshi.
It is isolated.
Yeah. What do you mean by isolated? No, Rama. What do you mean by isolated? What do you mean by isolated?
Yes, exactly. Let me.
No. What do you mean by isolated? A serving soldier has been killed. There's nothing isolated about it.
What do you mean by isolated?
Sir, it is a.
And he has been killed. 1 minute. He has been killed by a politician who, while killing him, said, "You please go ahead and kill him. I will handle it. I am a neta. I will handle it." Do you even know what you're talking about?
See, everybody is the nationalist.
No, it's not about nationalism, sir. It's about.
Can you allow me? No, I would like to answer.
Colonel Shailendra Singh.
I'd like to answer him.
Lady was washing.
Just listen, sir. Just listen. I want to tell you one thing. I want to tell all my panelists. I want to tell my country who is watching this show. That is not last night on ground lying. That gentleman is not lying. He is not dead. It is me who is dead. That soul is of Indian Army who is dead. And it is all kind courtesy, you people. I will allow you to do whatever politics you want to do. Please carry on. My warning to you is please don't mess with the Indian Army. Now you are messing with Indian Army while he is on leave. Let me tell you one thing very clearly. I have written that for you. Somebody said that the councillor said, you can't touch me. Oh yes, councillor, we will not touch you. Don't take my being disciplined as a weakness. You are taking it that way. We will not touch you. God bless you. God save you. If the justice is not done by the judiciary to you, you are forcing me to do that judiciary job. You are forcing me to do that policing job. I'll hand over that councillor to you within 1 hour. Just hand over this case to Indian Army. I challenge, let the government resign if they say that the councillor is not traceable. Let that DG police resign. Let that SP resign. Indian Army will get it back for you. Indian Army will hand over that gentleman to you. What are you talking that you are not able to arrest? And Mr. Isolated, I really wish it was your family. I really wish now, though that will be wrong, immoral for me to say. But what do you mean by isolated case? And somebody called it as a tragedy. Oh, my dear friend, we are very used to tragedies. We are very used to condolences, but not of murder. This is not tolerable. Let me tell you, if Indian Army अपनी औकात पर आ गई, तो भाई साहब अभी तो सिर्फ एक पार्टी है जिसने इंडियन आर्मी से पंगा लिया और पूरी की पूरी इंडिया ने उसको दिखा दिया उसकी जगह. You are the next one. Beware. We know how to do politics. We only have to issue one statement what happened and which side Indian Army is. Indian Army demands from its public, from its citizen, all Indians, that yes, please make a judgment. Are you on whose side? Please decide for yourself. You want these politicians to be there? Carry on. No problems. I still will serve my country. You have not made that one last Nayak dead. He is not dead. You have made me dead. You have made my army dead. I'm telling you, God save you people. If army comes down on ground to start telling you that where all you are doing justice and what injustice you are doing to us.
Not one statement yet, ladies and gentlemen. We have a lot of callers lined up.
Yes, already been arrested, sir.
And regard for the Indian Army. And this incident is shameful. In fact, the entire...
Why has Rahul Gandhi not spoken on it?
Sir, what do you expect me to answer on that?
No, but you had 3 press conferences on the BBC today. Why not one comment on it? I expect you to answer. No, it reflects your thinking.
Why don't you ask the BJP person?
No, why don't you ask me whether you are you or not an ally of the DMK? What holds your tongue? What holds your tongue? What holds your tongue? It's not significant enough for you.
Why are you after the
You hypocrites, you Brutuses.
You are bringing Rahul Gandhi in between.
Of course, because you're an ally of the DMK and it's a significant enough matter for you to speak. Who are you to decide the significance or insignificance of any event?
You have some respect for the departed soul.
You entitled brats.
Over here? Can't you act in a sane?
Well, can't you act in a sane manner, show some humanity and decency and speak up on it? Your arrogance has crossed all limits right now. A neta of a party associated with you has killed a soldier and you are asking me why I am asking you to speak up? Well, don't speak up. You're not doing anyone a favor, but the people of this country are gauging you. The people of this country are gauging you. Mind your language.
You mind your language.
People of the country are gauging you.
श्रीमान जी दुकान खोलनी है ना.
You mind your conduct.
आप अपनी दुकान खोल लीजिए.
Behave yourself.
आप अपनी
You
दुकान
behave
खोल लीजिए,
yourself.
मैं कह रहा हूँ.
You don't know who you are talking to. What rubbish is this? People like you, a political mob has killed a soldier. You're telling me to behave myself. I am simply telling you to end your conspicuous silence, and I will say so 1,000 times if required. Nonsense. This party, ladies and gentlemen, you are seeing its conduct every day.
You will see it happening again.
It is so
This is ridiculous. You know, as such an important matter, it is not my responsibility to bring it to attention. Do I have my guest from Krishnagiri, please, live?
A condolence. Then there is something wrong with you.
Do I have the guest from Krishnagiri live? I have with me now, I request you please to give me a moment because I am joined by Priya. Priya is the wife of the elder brother of Lance Naik Prabhu. And my colleague Deepti will help me translate and speak to Priya. So, first of all, Deepti, if you can convey my condolences to her. And if she can tell us what happened on the 8th, if you can tell her in Tamil.
Priya, கேக்குதா?
கேக்குதுக்கா.
இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட வந்து பிரியா லான்ஸ் நாயக்கோட அண்ணி பிரியா வந்து நம்மளோட இருக்காங்க. முதல்ல அர்ணப் கோஸ்வாமி சார் அவங்க வந்து உங்களுக்கு அவங்களோட இரங்கலை தெரிவிக்கிறார். இந்த இன்சிடென்ட் பற்றி தான் இன்றைக்கி நாங்கள் டிபேட் பண்ணுறோம் 9 PM ஷோவில். தேங்க்யூ ஃபார் ஜாயினிங் அஸ். அண்ட் முதல்ல என்ன நடந்துச்சு 8ஆம் தேதி அன்றைக்கி இந்த இன்சிடென்ட் நடந்துச்சு இல்லை, அன்றைக்கி என்ன எக்ஸாக்டாக நடந்துச்சுன்னு கொஞ்சம் சொல்ல முடியுமா?
சொல்கிறேன்க்கா. எனக்கு கொஞ்சம் த்ரோட் பெயினாக இருக்குக்கா, அதனால வாய்ஸ் வர மாட்டேனுக்கா.
ஒன்றும் பரவாயில்ல. நீங்கள் பேசுகிறது கேட்குது, அப்படியே சொல்லுங்கள்.
ஓகேக்கா. அதாவது 8ஆம் தேதி காலையில ஒரு 10 மணி இருக்கும்க்கா. கேக்குதாக்கா?
கேக்குது சொல்லுங்க.
8ஆம் தேதி காலையில ஒரு 10 மணி இருக்கும்க்கா. வந்து காலையிலக்கா வியாழக்கிழமை விடிஞ்சா எங்க ஊர்ல கும்பாபிஷேக திருவிழாக்கு எல்லாரும் ரெடி பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்கக்கா. வியாழக்கிழமை பால் கூட எடுக்கணும், அதனால நான் காலேஜுக்கு போயிருந்தேக்கா. நான் B.Ed ஃபைனல் இயர் படிச்சுட்டு இருக்கேன் இப்போ.
ஓகே.
எங்க வீட்டுக்காரும் எங்க மச்சினர் ஒய்ஃப் 2 பேரும் சேர்ந்து டேங்கு கிட்ட துணி துவைக்கிறதுக்கா போனாங்க. தனிக்கும் இது அவங்களோட சொந்த பைப் இல்லக்கா, தெரு தண்ணி. அது போட்டு ரொம்ப வருஷம் ஆகுது, அது அவங்களும் போடல. எங்க வீட்டுக்காரர் துணி துவைச்சிட்டு இருக்கும் போதே அவங்க மருமகங்க இன்னும் ஊருக்காரங்க இன்னும் 2-3 பேர் எல்லாருமே துணி துவைச்சிட்டாக்கா இருந்திருக்காங்க. அப்ப வந்து எங்க வீட்டுக்காரும் எங்க மச்சினர் ஒய்ஃப் 2 பேரும் போயிருக்காங்கக்கா. போயிட்டு பெட்ஷீட் தாக்கா, ஒரே ஒரு பெட்ஷீட் எடுத்துட்டு போயிருக்காங்க. பெட்ஷீட் அலசலான்னு எடுத்து வெளியதாக்க போட்டாரு, தண்ணி கூட பிடிக்கல. இவரு சின்னசாமி வந்து இங்கெல்லாம் அலசக்கூடாது, இங்க ஏன் அலசுறீங்கன்னு கேட்டிருக்காங்க. அதுக்கு எங்க வீட்டுக்காரர் இருந்து சரி நான் போயிடுறேன்னு சொல்லிட்டு அமைதியாதாக்கா வந்தாரு. வந்துட்டு எங்க வீட்டுக்கு வெளியே ஜல்லி கொட்டி வச்சிருக்கோம்க்கா. அந்த ஜல்லிக்கிட்ட எங்க வீட்டுக்காரு ஜல்லிக்கிட்டா அவங்க அம்மா கிட்ட உட்காந்துட்டு எங்க வீட்டுக்காரு நான் எதுவுமே சொல்லல எல்லாரும் அழைக்கிறாங்க அவங்க
if you could pause request her to pause for a minute and just translate it for me what she said so far.
இது வரைக்கும் நீங்க என்ன சொல்லிருக்கீங்கன்னா நாங்க translate பண்றோம் viewers-காக.
For our viewers.
ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம். So she has been explaining
louder, please, yeah.
So she has been Priya, she's the sister-in-law and she's studying college, she's doing her BA and everything, and she is explaining how it happened at like 10 o'clock in the morning when there was a festival. There's some ongoing festival in the village and all these people had gathered and Lance Naik Prabhu and his wife and everyone had gone to the location to, it is an area tank. It's not a tank that's owned by the politician and stuff. And she has also explained how the politician does not own the tank and he was not the person who set it up. And they had gone to just wash their clothes at the tank and that is when they had washed the clothes and come back home as well. And that's up till the point that she has explained.
Okay, then can she continue please and we'll get all other guests on screen also please. I'm listening on.
அப்புறம் எடுத்துட்டு வீட்டுக்கு வந்துட்டு இருக்காருக்கா. வீட்டுக்கு வந்து அவங்க அம்மா கிட்ட உட்காந்து சொல்லியிருக்காரு, மா இவங்க மட்டும் கார் கழுவுறாங்க, மீன் கழுவுறாங்க, அவங்க குளிச்சுட்டு அவங்க ஜெட்டி முதல் கொண்டு அங்கேயே துவைக்கிறாங்க, அவங்க மருமக 2 பேரும் அங்க அப்ப அந்த ஸ்பாட்ல அங்க துவைச்சிட்டு இருக்காங்க, ஏன் அவங்க கிட்ட யார்கிட்டயும் கேட்காம என்ன மட்டும் வந்து அந்த மாமா திட்டுறாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காருக்கா.
Okay, so she is now, she said that they, even when they were washing the clothes right then and there, the councillor had come and started yelling and then trying to cause a fit and throwing a rage about why they're washing the clothes near the syntax tank. And so then he had come home and complained to parents and everybody. He was telling the family that, you know, why are they complaining and targeting only us when the entire village actually washes their clothes, they wash their fish and everything in that tank. So நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணலாம்.
இது நடந்துட்டு அப்புறம் இவங்க சின்னசாமி எடுத்த உடனே செருப்பு எடுத்து கையில காமிச்சிருக்காருக்கா. மிலிட்டரிக்காரன செருப்பால அடிக்கணும் அப்பதான் அடங்குவனி அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காருக்கா.
ஒரே நிமிஷம். So it's very shocking that he actually says that the councillor had actually shown a slipper to the army officer and he had said, this is what Priya is saying, that he had said that military officers will only listen if we show them the slipper.
Military officers, 1 minute. I want to get the other guests in. Are you listening what has been said? The politician says to the now deceased Lance Naik Prabhu that military officers, military people will only listen if we show them the slipper, the chappal. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an account of
unacceptable, sir. This is absolutely unacceptable because.
What do you mean unacceptable? How do you know? How do you? Please don't disturb. First of all, Rama. No, don't disturb. I'm speaking to Priya. I'm speaking to Priya. Don't disturb. I'm getting an account.
Okay.
Don't try to censor me, Rama. Don't try to censor me, Rama. Please tell him not to censor. Now, please continue. Please continue.
Priya, நீங்க அப்படி சொன்ன அவர் வந்து லான்ஸ் நாயக் பிரபுவா அப்படி சொன்னார் இல்ல,
அவங்க அண்ணா
பிரபாகர் கிட்ட அப்படி சொன்னாரு. He had told the elder brother Prabhakaran that army people will only listen if they're shown the slipper. அதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன நடந்துச்சு?
அதுக்கப்புறம் வாய் தகராறுல 2 பேருக்குமே பிரச்சனை ஏற்பட்டிருக்குக்கா. சரி 2 பேரும் பேசினால ஊர்க்காரங்க எல்லாம் சேர்த்து 2 பேரையும் வேலைக்கு அவங்க வேலையை பார்த்துட்டு போங்க, நாளைக்கு திருவிழா இருக்கு, இந்த நேரத்துல இது தேவையான்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஊர்க்காரங்க எல்லாம் சேர்த்து விலைக்கு விட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்கக்கா.
Okay, can you just translate that?
So there was a verbal fight that ensued between the councillor and the family, and then the villagers also got involved, and then they dispersed everybody and then said that there are festivities going on, so you guys just.
And then when did the attack happen?
Attack வந்து எப்போ நடந்துச்சு எக்ஸாக்ட்டா?
ஈவினிங் ஒரு 5:30 இருக்கும்.
5:30. It was at 5:30.
How did it happen? How did the attack happen?
எப்படி நடந்துச்சு attack?
அதுதான்க்கா சொல்றேன் கேளுங்க. ஈவினிங் ஒரு 5:30 இருக்குங்க. 5:30க்கு எங்க மாமனாரு வீதியில யாரோ ஒருத்தர்கிட்ட ஜஸ்ட் காலையில எதுவுமே சொல்லல, இந்த மாதிரி என் பையனை ஸ்லிப் எடுத்து காமிச்சிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு சும்மா நார்மலா தான் பேசிட்டு இருந்தாரு. சின்ன சமயம் ரோட்ல இருந்து ஊருக்கு வழியில நடந்து வந்துட்டு இருக்காரு.
ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம். So she said that it happened at 5:30 and then there were already tensions were high because they said that he was threatened.
What did you say about iron rods or something?
No.
Okay.
நீங்க சொல்லுங்க.
அது சின்னசாமி ரோட்ல தாக்க நடந்து போயிட்டு இருந்தாரு. எங்க மாமனார் யதார்த்தமா வேற யார்கிட்டயோ பேசினதுக்கு அங்க இருந்து வந்த உடனே அடிச்சுட்டாருக்கா. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எங்க மாமனார எப்படி அடிச்சாரு? ஃபர்ஸ்ட் கையில தாக்க ஒரு அடி அடிச்சாரு. அடிச்சோன்னா எங்க வீட்டுக்காரு எங்க மச்சினர் வந்து நாளைக்கு கிளம்புறது 9ஆம் தேதி நைட் அவருக்கு ஃபிளைட்ன்றதுனால அவர் திங்ஸ் பேக்கிங்ல இருந்தாரு. எங்க வீட்டுக்காரு சும்மா உட்காந்து போன் யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்திருக்காரு.
ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம். So 5:30 அன்னைக்கு at 5:30 when they were just walking on the road and the elder brother was talking to someone else, Chinnaswamy had raised his hand against Prabhakaran and Lance Nayak Prabhu was supposed to leave the next day. He was supposed to leave on the 9th. Join his unit again. Yeah. And he was supposed to, so he was busy packing and everything. சொல்லுங்க.
அதனால பேக் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாருக்கா. சரி வெளியே எங்க மாமனார் தனியா நிக்கிறாரு. எங்க மாமியார் இருந்து நாளைக்கு டியூட்டிக்கு போற, நீ வெளியே போகாத, நீ உள்ள போன்னு 2 பசங்களையும் உள்ளதாக்கா தள்ளிட்டு இருந்தாரு. நானும் எங்க மாமனார் மட்டும்தாக்கா ஜஸ்ட் எங்க கேட் தாக்கா, நான் வீடியோல கூட உங்களுக்கு காட்டுறேன், எங்க கேட்டு கிட்ட தாக்கா நின்னுட்டு பேசிட்டு இருந்தோம். அவங்க அசிங்கமா கேட்டுட்டு இருந்தனாலதான் எங்க மாமனாரும் வந்து ஏன் இப்படி எல்லாம் பேசுறீங்க, நீயும் துவைச்ச நானும் துவைச்ச, நீ அனாவசியமா வார்த்தையை விட அப்படி இப்படின்னு சும்மா தாக்கா எங்க மாமனார் நார்மலா அது எங்க வீட்டுக்கிட்ட நின்னுதாக்கா பேசிட்டு இருந்தாரு.
உங்க மாமனார்னா லான்ஸ் நாயக் பிரபு தானே?
Prabhu father.
So they were all this was going on and then they were just outside. So his father was saying, asking them to go in and everything, and because he was supposed to leave, but she and Lance Nayak Prabhu were standing outside and they were just talking, but these people kept abusing, which is councillors, family and everybody else kept abusing them, and she apparently has a video of it.
She has a video?
Yeah.
She has a video.
சொல்லுங்க. நீங்க வீடியோ கூட எடுத்துர்க்கீங்கல்ல அந்த இன்சிடென்ட்ட? அவங்க
அந்த இன்சிடென்ட் வீடியோ எடுக்கலக்கா. எங்க மச்சனர் ரொம்ப சீரியஸா ஹாஸ்பிடல்ல அட்மிட் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் கூட இருந்த ஒரு பையன் அது கூட அவர்தான்.
Hold on for a bit out here. Just 1 minute, I'll get the video back. Mr. Mani, are you listening to this? A politician tells someone that these people from the military will only understand if we show them the slipper, and then proceeds into this attack. 1 minute, and it's over the use of a common pond.
Sir,
look at the arrogance.
One sentence I want.
No. What one sentence? I'm asking Mr. Mani, please. Mr. Mani.
This is not a small act.
I should not be mistaken.
Mr. Mani.
Very much, yeah. It should be condemned very strongly. The entire public of Tamil Nadu condemns it. I'm telling you.
Windows, please.
I can assure you, the entire public of Tamil Nadu won't tolerate such incidents. This is a power mongering of that councillor or ward member or something else. So the power mongering politicians will be dealt by the people of Tamil Nadu and the government of Tamil Nadu.
When?
So,
Why has MK Stalin not spoken on it? Why has MK Stalin not spoken on it? Why has MK Stalin not spoken on it? How much of this issue has been raised in the Tamil media? How much has this issue has been raised in the Tamil media?
Like mob lynching in northern states.
This is not a mob lynching, it's a targeted killing. Sorry, Mr. Mani, General Bakshi, is this a mob lynching or a targeted killing of a soldier? The politician is aware of the soldier's identity.
It should be.
This is a murder attack.
It's a power mongering of that particular.
It's not power mongering or anything.
He just come home to meet his family. That's a bloody crime. Look at this, Arnab. I feel sorry for all our boys who lay down their lives for people like this councillor and his gang of murderers. Murderers, absolutely. This is murder most foul. And this is of a soldier. Arnab, Samuel Huntington, he spoke of a civil military covenant. Every society has a civil military covenant. The society tells the soldier, go ahead boy, Go to Siachen, go to Ladakh.
I'm
go
opening
to
up
Kargil.
lines now, viewers.
Don't worry about your family.
I'm extending
We
for a
will
minute.
look after them.
I'm extending for a minute.
Look
I've got
after
Kumar
them.
from Bengaluru who's calling in right now.
Look
So many
after
callers.
them.
I'm sorry, I couldn't take too many calls so far.
They're
Kumar.
slaughtering them, damn it.
I agree, sir. Kumar is calling in from Bengaluru, sir. Kumar. Kumar's phone line is dropped. I'm going to reconnect him back, ladies and gentlemen, on the screen. Rama, don't try to justify it. Sanju, it's an open debate.
I'm only saying that this was, we have not heard the truth. Only from that lady we come to know. Therefore, I say this is absolutely unacceptable.
Sir, I'm surprised, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I want to ask you something, sir. I want to ask you something, sir. Sometimes I feel like launching a channel, Republic Tamil. Maybe I should. But tell me, what is happening in the Tamil media? Is this the #1 talking point or not?
No, nobody has spoken about it.
No, why not? What has happened to Tamil media?
See, you have taken the...
I will. But I don't have a Republic Tamil channel yet. What has happened to the Tamil media?
Sir, I can't say...
No, I don't understand. Are they all just loyal to MK Stalin or what? What is happening, Jagdish?
I'm not a politician. I don't belong to any...
No, I'm not a politician either. I'm asking a question. Okay, I'll get Kumar back. Kumar, you're back on the line. Kumar, Sanju, I'll just come to you after that. Kumar, hi, from Bengaluru.
Arnab, since the time you started this program, I can't stop tears flowing from my eyes. I cannot, you see, you get General Bakshi every time. And can you imagine, I'm tearing up in my eye. His heart must be bleeding because every time he talks about his boys. Can you empathize? They are like his children, Arnab. These fellows, the Stalin is an example because he went after the governor, the representative of the president. Do you think anything better than this? Do you think, and you fight with Mr. Jindal, he can only be, what can he be? He can only be a sycophant to rise in power. He cannot do any other work and get employment. That is why he's a sycophant. And the whole Congress regime is full of sycophants. Arnab, what better can you expect? The whole process, the executive, the judiciary, I challenge the Supreme Court Chief Justice Chandrachud. Open the court, sir. Open the court. Deliver a just judgment on this one soldier. Judgment on this
I agree with you, Kumar. I agree with you, Kumar. Kumar, it can't be a one-day campaign. This has got to be longer than that. And you and I, all of us, have to be prepared to fight, Kumar. Sanju wants to say something. I'm extending, actually. I'll take one more minute on this. Maybe one caller.
It is really shameful how this politician has behaved. What are you talking about? You were talking about fighting over water? Seriously? Is that what you were wanting to talk and take life on? We are protecting you. Therefore, you are sitting there. Remember that always. There are men who go on borders within the country and outside country. Any crisis, armed forces are called. I am too emotional to express my anger. So it is really shameful when you sit there and you talk. Please remember, we have elected you as a people and we are protecting you. So show some respect. That's one. The second very important point is silence is party to crime. Remember that.
Absolutely.
So
silence is complicity, Smita.
Remember that you are a party to the crime which has happened.
Yes, absolutely.
And I am really wondering what would be the motivation for young people to join army when they come back home, they are treated like this with disrespect.
Yes,
I have
Smita.
seen as a young girl the respect my father used to get, my husband used to get, and this is what you are respecting, the men who are protecting you. I see the debate. I'm seeing all of you sitting there. How are you sitting? Remember that. Go back home and think about it.
Yeah.
I'm really emotional, Arnab.
Yes,
I've been
Smita.
watching this and I'm really happy that you have taken it up.
I feel very, very strongly about this. My entire family is from the forces. And even otherwise, my blood is boiling, and the arrogance of these political parties which think they'll get away by saying nothing, we have to break that arrogance, Smita, and we will. I thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. I'm running short of time. I'll take a very short break. And on the other side, why I believe when an incident like this happens, it's super ironical and super hypocritical for the Vadra Congress to put all its might for the BBC in a few minutes.
The development of a nation is influenced by education.
Education that does not enable independent thinking and knowing is devoid of something fundamental.
Education helps implement effective social reforms.
Focus more on the fundamentals like the skills of decision making, mental models, or love towards reading.
Education's main purpose is to build the necessary skills which help us to succeed in life.
Catch the special episode of Read India's celebration this weekend only on Republic TV.
11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
मौजूद है। एक तरफ जो टैक्स इवेशन को लेकर जो लगातार जांच आईटी ऑफिशियल्स की ओर से की जा रही थी, वहीं पर अब कहीं ना कहीं पर रोका जा रहा है। मुंबई में भी ये आईटी सर्वे कंडक्ट किया जा रहा है और अभी हम तस्वीरें देख रहे हैं जहां पर कहीं ना कहीं पर एक रोका जरूर जा रहा है, लेकिन बिल्कुल एक आईटी ऑफिशियल्स की ओर से जो सर्वे कंडक्ट किए जा रहे हैं उसको लेकर ये लगातार उनकी जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन है वो अभी जारी है।
The light combat helicopter Prachand, which is indigenously manufactured by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, it's been loaded with rockets and missiles as well. And focusing over here is this turret gun, which is again been manufactured by the HAL. These are 70 mm rockets which will be loaded into the Prachand. 10 of these Prachands have been taken by the Indian Air Force and 5 of them are with the Indian Army as of now, and we have 15 of them with us. And this definitely puts India on a high pedestal. Light utility helicopter which has been...
I'm Zinat Zishan Fazil, live and breaking from Srinagar, and this is Republic.
11,000 placements last year. At Amity, we are committed to nurturing passionate, hardworking and proactive professionals.
Everything we know, everything we love, might well be at risk. The time for action is now. Together, we can be champions for the Earth.
Light utility helicopter which has been designed and manufactured by the HAL. So a massive development by the Hindustan Aeronautics Limited for the light utility helicopter in this particular category, going on to show that India is moving towards Atmanirbhar Bharat, and HAL is definitely going on and providing a shot in the arm for the Air Force sector as well.
जो देश दशकों से सबसे बड़ा डिफेंस इंपोर्टर था, वो अब दुनिया के 75 देशों को डिफेंस इक्विपमेंट एक्सपोर्ट कर रहा है।
मौजूद है। एक तरफ जो टैक्स इवेशन को लेकर जो लगातार जांच आईटी ऑफिशियल्स की ओर से की जा रही थी, वहीं पर अब कहीं ना कहीं पर
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
welcome back. And now for the nation's sharpest opinion at 10. Viewers, even the Brits don't care for the BBC, but the Vadra Congress does. Even Rishi Sunak does not weep for the BBC, but since morning, Rahul Gandhi has been weeping and weeping and weeping buckets for the BBC. And so my question is, between the BBC and the Vadra Congress, between the BBC, the Boring Broadcasting Corporation, and Rahul Baba, ये रिश्ता क्या कहलाता है? It's unimaginable. The extent to which the Vadra Congress has stuck its neck out for the Boring Broadcasting Corporation throughout the day. That is all that Rahul Baba did. He kept calling Congress leaders, please do something for the BBC. Thousands of Congress leaders were told in Cambridge Analytica style to do mass protests for the BBC. Now, the more the Vadra Congress does this, the more apparent the synergy and symbiosis becomes. And the more relevant my question and the nation's sharpest opinion becomes. The BBC is directly getting millions, maybe billions from the Chinese. What is the Vadra Congress getting? What exactly is the Vadra Congress getting? Now, the truth is in that document that Xi Jinping forced Rahul Gandhi to sign in Beijing. The Chinese know the value of a signature. Xi Jinping told Sonia Gandhi, your son will have to sign the document and you have to stand there and take a picture. Sonia Gandhi agreed, stood loyally there with Xi Jinping, and Rahul Gandhi was made to sign the document. And naturally, by consequence, the Chinese must be giving and taking something from the Vadra Congress in turn. There is nothing called a free lunch for the Chinese. The Chinese won't even give you a plate of chow mein for free. There is no free lunch for the Chinese. Remember that agreement which Sonia Gandhi made Rahul Gandhi sign. Remember that agreement is both anti-national and extra-constitutional. Anti-national because there is no legitimacy to the document and that should not have been signed by a ruling party in power. Extra-constitutional because Sonia Gandhi was in no legitimate position to make a commitment on behalf of the ruling party of India to the Chinese. So today, the desperate behavior of the Vadra Congress towards the China-funded BBC begs the question, what is the Vadra Congress getting in turn? Ladies and gentlemen, on the nation's sharpest opinion, let's debate.
Silent protests in Pune. Dharnas across the country. The Vadra Congress is outraged.
It's not surprising at all. If you have seen how this central government works in the last 9 years, it's very evident. Anybody who speaks against the government, their offices are raided. Any journalist who speaks up against you is either suppressed, threatened, or made to resign.
They've thrown their complete weight behind the BBC.
कल जो इन्होंने BBC के साथ किया, आपको क्या लगता है कि हम वर्ल्ड प्रेस फ्रीडम इंडेक्स में और बढ़ जाएंगे? इसमें हमारा रैंकिंग सुधर जाएगी? आज कह रहे हैं साहब विदेशी साजिश हो गई, पहले जाती एजेंसी, फिर जाते हैं अदानी जी, हो गया काम। तो मीडिया के साथ भी वही हो रहा है।
While others are protesting and questioning the China-funded BBC, it's protest versus protest over an IT survey. And the big question is, why is the Vadra Congress swearing allegiance to the colonial vestige? Let's debate.
Emma, let me start with a little bit of a nugget. You saw that fellow there who used to be secretary to Sheila Dikshit? Now is some kind of a spokesman for Vadra Congress, Pawan Khera.
Yes.
You saw him there, no? Shazia, you saw him there? Yeah, we all saw him there. Now, you know something? This fellow has filed a case against the Republic Media Network for its reporting. When we reported, when we put out a report on how an ancient temple was broken as part of some demolition drive in Rajasthan, this man went to the High Court in Rajasthan and filed a case against Republic Media Network to stop us from reporting and to get me arrested. And he's doing a press conference on media freedom. Hypocrites. And you saw the other Congress MLA there, you saw him there. Let me give you a nugget also, Samir. That a Congress politician said whenever anyone speaks against them, they are suppressed, threatened and made to resign. You know why the Vadra Congress is such a frustrated party? You know why they are a bunch of frustrated party, Pankaj? Because they tried to do it, but they couldn't suppress me. We won in Maharashtra. They couldn't threaten me. And nobody can make me resign. I no longer work for any group. So they're a frustrated party. I just wanted to give this context to show the hypocrisy of this party. Now, question is, Pankaj, why the desperation? Can you explain to MR and Shazia why so much desperation for the BBC? It's not for media freedom. Don't give me that rubbish. I know how much you stand for media freedom. I have personal experience. Having fought you and defeated you, I know. Don't give me the rubbish about media freedom. I know that. People know that. Now tell me the rest. What's the real intent?
Narendra Bhai Modi has been so appreciative of BBC for its objectivity and truth-telling. Now he is saying BBC is anti-India. So if you have facts that prove clandestine activities by BBC to purposely, designedly malign India, let the Prime Minister ask BBC to leave the country. What is, I mean, why are you thinking so much? You may call it a survey and not raid. You may tell that there is nothing abnormal in this action. Mr. Goswami.
But Mr. Sharma, my question is.
Please don't trivialize the debate.
No. Mr. Sharma, let Rishi Sunak cry for BBC. No, why is Rahul Baba crying?
See, Mr. Goswami, who has seen the tricks of the governments better than you have. Tell me, were your arrest by Mumbai police 2 years ago was to silence your voice, or it was in connection with the case related to the suicide of an architect and his mother?
I'll answer you. I'll answer you.
See,
I'll answer you, Pankaj. See, Pankaj, you asked a question. I'm going to really hit you back. You should listen to me. Don't panic. I am answering you. I'm answering you. I am answering. Baba, Pankaj, I am answering. Pankaj, listen to me. I'll give a clear answer for you.
Imagine.
No, Shazia, let me answer him. He asked me something, Shazia. I must answer him. I must answer him. No, I must answer him, Shazia. Shazia, I must answer him. Let me answer him. Now, you listen to me and let me have everyone on air so I can explain this clearly to you. I have 3 points to make to you. 1. Justice Chandrachud, you should read his judgment. MR, after this, send a copy of the judgment in this case, where he said there is no prima facie case. How the hell could you have arrested him? In fact, after putting all the pressure, the district court did not give police custody. You people, you Congresses took advantage of some legal technicalities to keep me in jail for 2 weeks. I came out much stronger. That's a clear answer to you. Have you got an answer? Do you want a second one? Now, second one. Got an answer or you want a second one? Should I hit you a second time or once only?
Most of us took a stand in
favor of you. Now let me tell you. Now let me tell you. Now let me tell you. 1 minute. Now let me tell you, MR, let me tell you now. This same fellow, Sheila Dikshit's ex-secretary, who's now become some kind of a spokesman, Pawan Kheda, along with the great Ghulam Nabi Azad, along with the great, what is his name? Other superannuated fellow, Salman Rushdie or Khurshid? Salman Khurshid. And 2 other of these non-entities from Congress Rahul Baba told them, please do a press conference to attack Arnab and support the Pakistan government. You forgot, you hypocrites. You sided with Pakistan to attack me. Do you think I will ever forget or forgive you? Do you think people will forgive you, you frauds? You people put out 6 of your leaders to attack me in a press conference to support the Pakistan Foreign Ministry and Imran Khan, who had issued a statement against me. You frauds. I'll tell you, no. You people are such Mir Jafars. You people are such double-faced hypocrites. You joined hands with the enemy to attack me. You people with zero credibility. You are fighting for BBC. You are fighting for BBC. Go fight. You joined hands with Pakistan to attack. No, you tell me. No, Pankaj, 1 minute, aaj nahi chhodunga main. You tell me, MR, did they join hands with Pakistan to attack Republic or not? Did Rahul Baba tell them to do that or not?
Yes, Arnab,
now they want to do this Rona Dhona for BBC.
Sir, have some shame, sir. Sir, please have some shame.
Media
You are batting for the Congress. You never condemn the Congress.
No. I am not fighting for the Congress.
You are a pseudo-Congress.
I feel like opening the lines tonight, yeah?
Sir,
please.
Sir, you are pseudo-congressman.
Don't tell all this.
No, you are a...
Don't tell all this. Whatever you want to say about Congress, please say. I am just saying.
I am telling you.
Arey Baba, you forget.
This is you are batting for the Congress day in day out. Why do you weep for
Sir, I tell you one thing. It is like that other gentleman who leads a faction. No, it's like the other gentleman now. MR. It's like that other gentleman who leads a small faction now. What's it called? Uddhav faction. Sushil, the Uddhav faction has been speaking for media freedom. In love with Sachin Waze. In love with extortionists. Media freedom. My point is not with the issue. My point is who is speaking, Sushil. My point, Shazia, is do they have any right to speak for media freedom at all? That's my point. Vadras for BBC. Shazia is on the debate and Samir Kaul will follow. Everyone follows open debate. Now I'll keep quiet.
Let me give you just 2 instances.
So Arnab, I'm personally appalled to hear some of the things that are being said. I mean, to see express so much outrage for BBC. You call it boring, I call it biased. I mean, extremely biased, and that is not the point even. Notices have been given earlier. There is completely non-compliance. It is being surveyed, and look at the outrage. While there was none for you and so many whistleblowers, so many other journalists, and who are fighting day in and day out to give the correct story out there. But look at the outrage that we see here. That's one. 2, and most importantly, I don't know which purpose it serves, because in your case, I remember very well what had happened. So, I mean, to be so, and UPA government or Congress talks about it. I myself, I was part of the Anna Hazare movement barely a decade back. And whether you talk to anybody who believed in Ramdev, Andolan or Anna Hazare Andolan, where we were out on streets, or even Nirbhaya Andolan, I was part of these two. You know what happened? We were beaten up. And octogenarian Anna Hazare was thrown into the jail. And we don't have to go as far as even the emergency.
These people are such frauds, Shazia. I don't want to bring up my case, but I want to tell you. I want to tell you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. A little about 500 meters, 500 meters from this studio where I'm anchoring tonight. 500 meters from this studio. 500 meters, Karthik, from this studio. A little after midnight, when I was driving home, Congress leaders carried out an acid attack on me. I spent 10 hours that night trying to get a complaint filed, which they were not willing to file, and name the Congress leaders. And interestingly, Karthik, the Congress leaders owned responsibility for the acid attack and said, well done on television, and now Rahul Baba is talking for the BBC. Are they off their head, Samir? Karthik? What is this? I'm not understanding the substance of this protest they are carrying out. Sushil and I'll get Sushil and Samir, please. Sushil and Samir, or either.
Let me...
should I
Thank you, Arnab. Arnab, where I'm sitting right now, where I'm talking to you from, That place is the former office of